How is everybody doing? I'm back. I have a bunch more sterling to show you guys and girls. It's a beautiful day today. I have windows open, so if you hear noise, I'm sorry. It's just one of those things. If my daughter lets the dogs out, it's gonna be loud, but it's okay. We'll deal with it. I love the weather. Okay, what I'm gonna finish off with is rings. And I have some earrings and, I've got a bunch of stuff. So let's just start off with the rings. This first ring I have is very unusual. It is a hammered sterling piece. It is a square shape, and it is approximately, it's really cool though. I thought it might be a Robert Lee Morris piece, but it isn't. The center of this is going to hit right about a 6.5 because it's got a curve, so the curve is right at 6.5. Let me make sure. Yes, if it fits on my finger there, it fits there. That is a true 6.5. I'll put it here for you to see. It is just very neat. Just very, very cool. So it's a heavier piece. It's not lightweight. It's just substantial feeling. Where is my piece? Oh, this one broke. Lobby. That's all right. It still works. So I'll set that there. Isn't that neat? The inside. And the 925 is over here. I was definitely looking for an artisan maker's mark, but I didn't find one. Okay, next I have just a really pretty band here. It is right at 7.25. Here, let me wipe this off a little bit. I hope everybody's doing good. It's beautiful here. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Okay, here we go. This is the band itself. It has the thicker line through each one, so it is a bezel set. Stone. I do not believe these are anything but CZs, but to have some fun, we can definitely check them with my diamond tester. I'm still wavering on getting another gem tester. The one I want to get is different than, I can't remember what it's called, but it is different from the one that I had because I could never get it calibrated. So this is 7.25. Did I price this yet? This is 25. I'm so sorry. This is just beautiful. Okay, let me cut it down a little bit because the stones are a little bigger. I'm sure these are CZs. Yes, these are just glass CZs or whatever you want to call them. These do have the holes. And I was seeing if there was any mark on this on the inside. I don't see. Yes, I do. I don't see. Yes, I do. Yep, 925 right there. Okay, and like I said, it has the holes. It's very pretty. Let me get one that did not break. I can't believe that broke. I must have put a ring that was too thick on it. Okay, there's that. Isn't that pretty? 7.25. And we'll put 17 on that one. Yeah, that one broke too. Huh. Wonder why. That's weird. I don't see the little piece. Maybe they just, I've had them for a long time. Maybe they're just so old they just get that acrylic. Oh, here's a hammered piece. It's just beautiful. It says 925. I don't have a maker mark or artisan mark, but it's beautiful. Where's that cloth I had? This doesn't, I don't think I've ever shined this one up. Look at that. That is a heck of a hammered piece there. It's a dome, kind of a flattened dome. It's beautiful. Look at the thickness of that piece. Okay. Set that there. Isn't that beautiful? Let's see, get the ring sizer out. That is just crazy. Okay, this is 7. This is right at an 8. And I'll show you how pretty this is on the background of the black. Isn't that beautiful? Look how thick it is. It's just gorgeous. So I'm going to put 35 on this piece. It is just beautiful. You can see it. There you go. Okay, next we have a, ooh, this is pretty. This is like the emerald cut with some little crystals on the side. I think I've showed this before, but I thought I'd put it back in this set here, which is just like silver, sterling silver rings or sterling rings with clear stones, CZs or whatever. I might not be able to get this. No. But I'll bet you these could be CZs, or they could be real. They look cloudy enough to be real. They're shiny, but I mean, when you take the loop to them, there are some clouds in there. So, this one is a size. I was so busy yesterday, guys. I had to do my whole yard. I mowed, I watered flowers, I redid some flowers. The baby needed a bath. I had to help with that. I fixed a full meal. Yeah, my back hurts now. So this one is a 6.5, just right at a 6.5. We'll just say 6 1/4, because I don't want anybody to purchase something like this and it not fit. I would not like that. So we'll put this here. Isn't that beautiful? Let's see if that one still has this piece. Yeah, that one does. There we go. Isn't that pretty? I'll put it to the side so you can see the shine. That one will go for 17. Okay, we have another very pretty piece. Kind of heavy. It is right at an 8. This has not been cleaned. This is beautiful. This has the ribbing on it, very thick band. This is a size 8, 925. It's just beautiful. I don't think this says anything but 925. It has an A. I think that's an A. And 925. I have a feeling this might be some Mexican sterling. Just the feel of it. It's very, look at that. That is so pretty. So we'll do 22 on this one. It's rather substantial. So we'll do 22 on that one. Size 8. Let's see if I can line these up where you can see them. Scoot up a little bit. And there's that. That. Here. Okay. So next we have, this is Black Hills Gold, I think. I mean, of course it is. This is a sterling piece. I'm not familiar with the just sterling Black Hills Gold. I'm familiar with the one that has the gold leaf and the rose gold leaf, but this one either is so old. I think there is an inscription inside that said 1981 or 19 something. And it says sterling. This is an older piece. This says stir, S-T-E-R. So I'm thinking this is like an antiqued vintage piece. I have not found one just like it. It has 4 leaves total with the grape clump, the little grape cluster here. They're like a satin finish, but I don't know if it's just faded over time. These leaves were supposed to be full carat, you know, not plated. So I'm not sure if that is just a satin finish sterling. But the leaves are gorgeous. They've got that matte, almost like electric, you know, how they etch in them into the metal. It is so pretty. I was just like, wow. You can see remnants of a kind of a rose gold and maybe a gold. Like right here, you see like a little bit of the gold, the rosy gold, and then you see a little bit, but it's still just so pretty. And it is a size. I was very impressed with it. It's very pretty. 7 1/4. The rose, the Black Hills Gold, I looked it up and there's a bunch of different areas that this type of ring comes from, so yeah, I'm not real sure. But I think what I'll do on this one is put 25. It's probably worth more than that, but I think that's a good price. It's just very, very pretty. Okay, next, I decided to go ahead and sell the Mickey Mouse. Now this one does have Disney on the inside. I looked them up. 925. This is a size 6. It actually says so on the band, but I think it goes to 6 1/4 because they do kind of stretch. Let's see here. No, this is right at a 6 1/2. So my mandrel says this is 6 1/2. This has CZs, and I tested. Let's see here. That does nothing. Oops. I'm having a hard time. We'll just say it's CZs because that's what the description says. These go for right at 50. This one is 6 1/2, so definitely would fit my ring finger. It's called the Siamese Mickey Mouse with Disney in cursive here. On the inside, right in there. So I think just because it is Disney, we'll put 28 on it. And I think that's the couple that I saw go for about double that. Right at 50, maybe a little higher. So that's very, very cute. I'll give it to you up close. The CZs are beautiful. Isn't that nice? Okay, there's that. And let's keep going. There's that one. Let's see. Put that Black Hills Gold one there. Okay, yes, I do have quite a few. And I'm doing these stackables again. They're so pretty. These are a good size. These are a big, these are what, 9.5? These are right at 9.25. I'll put them on my middle finger and show them to you. They're so cute. Aren't those pretty? So you've got like a citrine color stone here, and then you have like a gold wash. It looks like a satin finish gold wash there, vermeil. They are just so pretty. I'll put Mickey over here. Yeah, they are really nice. So I'll set those there. I think those two together can be 20. Set them there for a minute. So I'll put 20 on those with the twisted band. I think it's very pretty. Okay, next we have a really pretty set. Not set. Really pretty ring. I wish I could check these. They're so tiny. Sorry, guys. Okay. These have the most beautiful little sparkle to them. I'm checking them with my loupe. They're like prong set. I do believe they're real. Whoops, guys, I'm so sorry. They like jumped off of there like, no. Okay, there are those. I'll show this up close. Let me wipe this a little bit. I have lotion on my hands. I think I'm getting it on these rings. Okay. The sparkle is so pretty. This is one of those little band rings that could be a stacker, or it could be a thumb ring, it could be a middle finger ring. When you're mad at somebody, you can give them a ring. This is 8.25. I'll put it on so you can see it. Isn't that pretty? It's so dainty and nice. Love it. So this one is going to be 15, since I do believe it does have real stones in it. And like I said, they are tiny, but they're very pretty. You know, to have them prong set, not prong set, what would you call it? It's not bezel set, it's not prong set, it's the little dots. So it is more like prong set. To go through all that is just, you know, would be kind of silly if you weren't just like this. These stones in this bow. Let me check these real quick. These look real. Let me do a tester. See if I can test this. Oh, shoot. These are tiny, so let's see here. Let's do 6. Wow. Not easy to do when they're tiny like this. Come on. But I have a feeling these could very well be. Why don't they make a a diamond tester with a little pin, like a teeny tiny little probe. Yeah, I think these are, but it's just irritating me. Anyway, the bow is just too cute. It has the clear stones in it. I'm not sure if they're actual diamonds or not. They do have the little cloudiness to them. This is 7 1/4. This is just the cutest. Look at that. It's just darling. 7 1/4. I'll put him here. Let you guys look at it for a minute. Isn't that pretty? I'll put it sideways so you can kind of, there we go, so you can kind of see. I'll put them there. Okay. Next I have the, looks like the engagement ring. It looks like it's got a rounded, almost like a cushion cut with baguettes. I'm sure they are not anything real. Let me cut this down. Nope, just glass. Yeah, I worry not having a gem tester because I might be passing up topaz, you know, clear topaz, spinel, I think comes in clear, you know, rubies, sapphires, all that, they come in all different colors. So sometimes I worry that I'm just not able to tell you exactly what it is, but thank God I think I tested every last one of these pieces before I sent my tester back. Okay, this is like the engagement ring. It is absolutely beautiful. It is definitely sterling with baguettes on either side of about a 2-carat diamond, faux Monique or whatever it might be. It's a very pretty stone. Okay, this one is not saying 925, so I want to show you if I can find my, there they are, that it's not, yeah, that it is not a faker. Okay, there we go. Here, I'll put it with mine. Ta-da! Isn't that pretty? Okay. So I will put, I think I'll just put 12 on this because it has no markings. You'd have to test it. You know, I mean, if you wanted to resell it, it'd be kind of a pain. Okay, the next ring I have, so that's 12. The next ring I have is just too cute. Looks like a little Bally style. It is a tiny little ring with a little kind of a, looks like a little Indian vibe to it. It's got a little rhinestone on the edge. Put this over here. And it is so cute. Look at that. So this could be used on a pinky ring, on a pinky finger, sorry. Pinky finger like that. It could be put, let's see, yeah, there we go. For that midi ring, for your middle digit. Isn't that sweet? And then you have the rhinestone and the rhinestone. And I'll measure it for you real quick. I think it's about, it's right at a 3, and I think it could be tightened up a bit. Yeah, it's right at, let's see, 1, 2, it's about 3.5, which is good. So we've got a 3.5 little baby ring, but it is so sweet. It is. It is just too cute. So I'm going to put 14 on this one. Too cute. Okay, this one is my thumb ring. I don't know why it's in there. Okay, this one says loved. Okay. It's another thumb ring. Oh, this says, this is the story of the feet in the sand. It says, walk with Jesus. It is so cute. It is a toe ring. It is sterling. I think it's marked on the inside. Yes, it says BSD 925. It is just too cute. Definitely artisan made, I would think. And what you've got is, it says walk with Jesus. And you've got the footprints. Isn't that cute? So I put $10 on that one. Usually the toe rings I buy are about $12 to $15 because I have a few. This one we'll put over to the side there. And it should be about a 3. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see, 2. Yeah. It's right at a 3. I don't think you'd want to open it too much more. So there's a size 3. These are my thumb rings, and I don't sell them just because they fit. Okay, this is my other. Okay. And that one fits that finger. I think I just had them all together. Oh, this is one that doesn't really fit me, and I thought maybe somebody would like it. It's a beautiful 925 band. It's a little smaller, and it could be, this is 5 3/4. It's just a little below 5 1/2. And I thought it'd be interesting to wear it kind of like in this area here. So it's 5 3/4, like here. Wouldn't that be neat? And it is solid sterling, of course. And this one says nothing. Nope, there's no mark on that. So I'll put that there for the moment. Isn't that pretty? So we'll do 12 on that one. I think it's darling. But yeah, those are my thumb rings. And like I said, I think I put them in there just because. This one is a heavy, like a wedding band. And it fits both of my thumbs. So I just kind of kept them all together. And I still have that opal ring. I have not sold it. But I will. I'm going to measure it for you guys. But I'm not sure whether or not. Come on, guy. I have a feeling they are. I'm checking. Man. Let me get this last one here. Dang it. Maybe not. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe so. Hold on. Nope, it's not going all the way up. When I take my loop on this one, I have a feeling they are. I'm not going to worry about it too much. The pretty part of this ring is the actual opal itself. It is absolutely gorgeous. I will show it to you really quick. All the stones are there. The last stone looks a little wonky. You know, a little pushed in, but as I'm cleaning it up, it's just so pretty. Let me show it to you real quick. Here it is. Look at the fire in that opal. Yeah, it is really pretty. Set in sterling, and I am kind of stopped up because I have my windows open in here. So this is, what did I say, 7 1/4? Yeah, this is 7 1/4. Probably a Ethiopian opal is what I'm thinking, and I'm gonna put 35 on this just because it's just so pretty. It really is nice. It's a thick piece of sterling, as you can see. It is not thin in any way, shape, or form. This is beautiful. It's like it's the shape of a man's wedding ring band, but it's obviously, you know, it could be. I don't know. This could have been a set because of the stripe here of the CZs or diamonds, whatever it is. Let me get a cough drop in me real quick. Okay, next, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put these back in. I hope everybody got a good look at them. These will be cleaned up, wiped down, and sent in boxes. Ring box, not ring boxes, they're a little bigger than ring boxes, but so if anybody's interested, I'll make sure they're sent to you safely and they won't get smished up. Okay, I think what I'm going to do next, because we've got about 25 minutes, I'm going to do the hoops first, hoop earrings. Okay, the first set is called Cabana with a K. I actually looked these pieces up. There is a piece that I found, these are vintage, that was just this center piece with the French hook here. It did not have the ring around it. They were rather expensive. I think I did screenshot it. This just to let you know kind of what this brand is. They have some beautiful stuff. Okay, here we go. It's called Vintage Cabana Sterling Silver Handcrafted Enamel Decorative Angelfish. Okay. Now this is not exactly the same thing, but because mine has the ring around it. And these, so that means it's got a little more silver content. But these go for $74. And I think that was Etsy. Like I said, I do look things up on eBay, but my price range goes between Etsy, Poshmark, not even Mercari so much. I don't really price off of Mercari. So I think what I do on these, I'll just put 30. To buy them for yourself, it's a good price. If you're a reseller, I think that's a fabulous price. So we'll put 30 on these. I'll show you the back. And it says Cabana right in this area here. And I think it says sterling. Yes. It wrote out the whole word sterling. So those are just beautiful. Okay. So these are my hoops. Okay, next are what I do believe are Mexican sterling. There is not a single mark. And these are such a beautiful silver. That is a little bent, so I have pliers that are jewelry pliers. And I just straighten them out. There we go. It's nice and straight. I do have sterling backs to put on these. These are heavier. Where is... Oh, there it is. Not sure how heavy they are, but we can measure them if you'd like to see how many grams they are. Just they're beautiful. I mean, they are the most pretty white silver, and they haven't even been brushed. I did dip these, but I have not, you know, polished them. So they are 7 grams of sterling, which, I mean, you know, isn't a lot of money, but it is a heavier set. But I do believe that these are not new. I think these are quite a vintage set. So let me check this ear wire. I was hoping for like Mexico, sterling, something, but I don't see anything on these. But I'm going to put 20 on these. They should be more, but we're just going to put 20. And like I said, I do have sterling backs in here. So anything that's sold will get sterling backs. Okay, this is 925 Mexico. These are beautiful. These are the triangle shape with the little dots. Very, very Mexican looking. Just beautiful. These are pretty heavy. These are 7. And then the sterling 925 Mexico. Let's see. I keep losing everything. My loop is right here. 925 MEX is what is on the inside there. Right in there. So we'll put 22 on these. So I'll set those there. Next are some big mamas. I mean, they're not big, they're just heavier. They're heavy, heavy, heavy. I don't know if these said anything either. I thought they did. Because these look like a designer piece. But no, I don't see anything written. That's a shame too, because these have kind of the Greek, not quite the Greek key, but a beautiful design. So I'll show you one on my finger here. Isn't that pretty? They look pretty straight. And then I'll show you this one in my hand. And they are not lightweight, but they're not heavy. You know, when I say that, I mean they're substantial. They look like they've been, you know, made by an artisan. I'm fixing this one's a little, just a little wonky. Let's see here. Okay. I got it. Okay. Straighten that one out real quick. Okay, let's measure these. These are 14 grams compared to 7. So I do have backs for the sterling backs for these. So these are 30. Those are nice. The design is beautiful. Isn't that neat? Okay, next we have a really pretty hoop, a little bigger hoop. These just say 925. There's no mark that I could find other than that. But I have a feeling these are probably Mexican too. Mexico. It says 925. And there is a circle with a B, a non-cursive B. I'll show you these real quick. They're so cute. Look at that. These have not been shined. These have the open work design in them. Just give you a little sparkle on your ears, behind your hair. Aren't those cute? You have a oblong rectangle and then kind of a short, almost a square. So these are 8 grams. And I'll put 22 on those. Aren't those sweet? Okay, next, these are beautiful. These are really, really pretty. These are like a satin finish. Sterling. This has $9.25. There is something else on here. Hold on. We've got a fuzzy. What does that say? Oh, these are $9.25 Italy. These are wonderful. Aren't those beautiful? See how they've got kind of a wash on them that almost looks, it's almost a goldish sheen to them. They're just beautiful pieces. They feel fabulous. They're that satiny finish. There you go, you can tell. And these two are small. These are 4 grams. I think that's what it said, yes. These are 4 grams, but they are just gorgeous pieces. So I'm going to do 22 on those. And these are approximately, and this has the, like the lever back piece on these. And these are right at 1 inch. Yeah, those are a perfect size for everyday wear. There we go. And the other pair that are in this box are so cute. These are the ropes. These were popular back in the 80s. It's a rope. And it is just too cute. There's that one. And if I remember correctly, I think the mark was on, yes. The mark was on this earring back. And it says nothing. Hold on. It says nothing. Okay. Okay, it says absolutely nothing. It says 925 Italy PT. So these are nice. PT, I have no idea what that means. I think the Italy markings are actually places. So these are pretty. And these haven't even been cleaned. So those could shine up big time and be very white silver. Very pretty silver. So these are very, very lightweight. These are 2 grams. But these are vintage and these are very nice. And so I'll put 15 on the ropes. Okay, let's put these up. Yes, I've been collecting silver for a little while. Let's see if I've got a small box. Let me do this. I've got this little set here I'll sell. It's just 2 pieces. This is supposed to be sterling. I don't see anything written on it. Okay, where is that? Nothing is sticking but the ring. Okay. This is just pretty. It's not a big deal. I do believe these are sterling though. When you see the tarnish, which is kind of a dark grayish black, what would you call it? Like little spots almost on the silver part of the sterling. You can almost guarantee it is 925, but you have to check it, of course. But what is sticking here? There's something sticking. I think it's the ring. Could even be the wire. Yeah, I think it's the wire. But we've got this little set. It's just perfect for the summer. I have backs for these with the little mother of pearl, howlite. They're cold. They're not hot. They're cold. But I thought it was just perfect for the summer. I'll measure this for you real quick. It is. It's almost 14 inches. It is small. It fits me as a choker. I mean a choker. So this would be for someone with a small neck, or maybe even a teenager. So let's put 12 on this. And like I said, I just got this in a lot the other day and thought it'd be cute to offer it to someone. So we'll do 12 on that. Because I forgot to show you my piece, my beautiful piece. I'll show it to you here in a minute. I forgot. Let's see. I don't have anything else that I can start on because these are going to take too long. Yeah. So let's just kind of phase this one out. I'll show you my pieces that I got. And this is like one of my favorites. This is from JS Jewelry Studio. And this is solid sterling with absolutely real pearls. This is a hunk of sterling. It is on a heavier, I put it on a really heavy box chain because it will actually stretch a thinner sterling. Sterling is a little malleable, so you put it on a thinner chain, that chain's just going to stretch and could break. But this is my favorite piece. It is just cool as can be. And I found the earrings that go with it. Can you imagine? Huh. I was just so shocked. Isn't that beautiful? I checked Etsy, Poshmark, and these were actually an eBay sale. The earrings were. This I purchased. I want to say it was a Shop Goodwill purchase. I don't remember. It's been a while. But yeah, I want you guys to see this because that is, I don't even know how to explain it. It is just beautiful. Somebody might think this is the ugliest thing in the world, but for me, I just love it. Just love. I have no idea. You know what? I've never weighed this. It's not that heavy. That is 24 grams. And then these two, it's a total of 30 grams. It's not that heavy. It looks heavier than it is. So, I mean, but who in the world, nobody in their right mind would ever scrap this. Unless they just have an aversion to oysters and don't like the shape. Oh, my extra sterling pieces. Necklaces, just in case I need them. Okay, for maybe later on tonight, I can do one more video and start getting through some of this. Okay, I'll show you earrings. earrings. I think, yeah, and earrings. So, quite a few, would you say? Yeah, quite a few earrings. So I'll try to get through the earrings tonight. And then we'll go to what I think probably would be best is go through the turquoise tomorrow. And then I'll do the pendants and then the sets. And get all this done by Sunday. I have a ton of packages going out. I'm getting ready to work on those. So priority mail has been doing pretty good. 3 to 5 days, maybe 4. So you should get an email saying you've got a package coming. Everybody that purchased a ring or a bracelet from me, their package is going out. Okay? All right, you guys have a wonderful weekend. It's beautiful here. I'm so happy that the weather has changed and we are not freezing to death. Okie doke. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. You know to comment below if you're interested in the pieces. If you're a new subscriber, please email me at moniquesjewels1129, all small letters, at gmail.com, and I will need your PayPal address, your PayPal email, and your shipping address, and your actual name. As soon as I get that, you can start commenting and purchasing. If you put down in the comments to purchase something, I don't have your address or your email or your PayPal, I cannot guarantee I can hold a piece for you. So we do bundles, which is if you decide you want to buy a few pieces, I will put them in a file. I'll make a file for you and bundle some items for you. Save on some shipping. Your bundle should probably be paid within 2 weeks or so, unless you email me and say, can you hold it another week? I do go through about once a month and clear everything out, make sure everybody knows what they need to pay, and get everything out of here. And some people I know are having, trouble with purchasing things, so that's why I bundle, so that people don't have to pay right away. Some people only get paid once a month. So if you haven't subscribed already, I would love to have you as a subscriber. I call you guys my friends, not my subscribers. If you would like my video, that would be so wonderful. The more likes I get, the more people will actually see my videos. So if you guys have clicked on any of my videos and had to watch an ad before you watch my video, can you email me and let me know? I have tried to watch a couple of my videos and I had to watch an ad, and I don't know why that is happening. I'm not monetized, so I don't know what that's about. So maybe I could ask one of my other fellow YouTubers what is going on with that. So I'm pushing towards the giveaway. I've got to get some more subscribers, guys. All right, we'll talk to you again probably this evening. Thanks.